Alright, what is going on, guys? Gonna do a quick video here. I know it's a little late, so I don't expect this video to get a ton of views, but meaning to do this for the last few weeks. I'm gonna go over props and also show you my exact bets and go over a little bit of my strategy, what I like to do. So I don't pick every fight every week. I've usually do 4 or 5 fights. I had 5 for this card, but one of them got canceled. My money fight got canceled, but what are you gonna do? You gotta make adjustments on the fly. That's what I did last week. I had a lot of parlays where Duran win was the pot sweetener. Had to switch it up a little bit. Ended up making close to $800 last week, and that doesn't happen every week. But I set up these parlays so that um one fight doesn't kill you. I do straight bets so that if you get, you never want to have like a web of parlays where one fighter can just fuck everything up. Like that's not smart. You want to structure it a little bit so that, you know, even if you don't have a perfect day, you're walking away with either a small loss or a small profit, or you're not just walking away with like a $500 $600 loss because, or however much you bet, because you had one parlay that kind of fucked everything up for you. So yeah, I'll just go over it. Not a lot this week. It's going to be kind of short on the analysis end, but I'll just show you what I like. So for the props I like on this card, I definitely like Bruno Silva by knockout at plus 125. Um, just the more I think about it, I just think, I mean, the game plan is there. If Andrew Sanchez can use the wrestling and kind of tire him out, Silva has shown that grappling can be a little bit of a weakness for him, but it's just the type of grapplers that he's lost to have been very, very heavy wrestlers. Sanchez isn't the heaviest wrestler. He's a good wrestler, but he's not like a guy who can just chain wrestle or hold up top control for 15 minutes without gassing out. And I don't think that Silva is that much of a slouch on the ground to where it's going to happen. So I definitely do think Silva by knockout. You just got chin, uh, the chin situation with Sanchez. Come back with the power with Silva. I think Silva by knockout plus 125 is a good bet, good prop. And if you're just scared, you want to somehow hedge against the submission because you never know when a submission is going to get slipped in on a hurt fighter. The inside the distance prop isn't too bad compared to the knockout of minus 105 if you want to be safe. And then Carlos Felipe versus Andre Arlovsky, fight go the distance. That was a pick, minus 165. I like that. And then the other one that I really liked on this card was I really liked Julian Marquez by knockout. And I liked it so much that I already had all my bets set, and then that fight got canceled. Really sucks, man. I was really looking forward to that one, and I just really liked the value and the path for Julian Marquez by knockout. So I had that as a part of a lot of my parlays. So the pay got a little bit neutered on this, but you'll see what I got in just a second, and then I'll just go over some stuff that I think has value. Carlos Felipe by points. I like Carlos Felipe to win that fight in a coin toss, and it is so close. But I just don't think anybody's getting put out in that fight, and I think if somebody's going to win, just with the value output, Carlos Felipe by points, I like it plus 240. Wins pretty much all of his fights by points. More output, has a chin. Arlovsky's going to have the counters. If Arlovsky doesn't wrestle, I think he gets outboxed. Carlos Felipe by points. I put that in just a little sprinkle parlay. Brandon Davis by points. If you don't like Brandon Davis money line, that's a bet. That's a pick. I'll show you in a second what I used it in. But if you just want to go a step further, sometimes if you want to be, I don't know, a little bold on an underdog, Brandon Davis by points. I think he definitely has a path to a decision if he could just mix it up, mix in some takedowns. I think that's his best path to winning this fight. So I do have Brandon Davis money line. Have about a unit on that, a little bit more. But if you want to go a step further, I think he does win by points. And then I didn't do a breakdown for this fight, and I've thought about it all week, but I'll just talk about it real quick. Nate Landwehr money line at plus 310. We got Ludovic Klein going to close as over a 4-1 underdog unless some action starts coming in on Landwehr tomorrow. And then Landwehr by knockout at plus 700. I definitely don't want to say that I think Landwehr is going to win this fight to the point where I was going to pick it, make a video for it, and all that. But just all week, I've studied Ludwig Klein, and I think is this guy gonna get to finish clearly? Because that's what it looks like on paper. And I don't know, man. Against a guy like Nate Landwehr, who's just so scary, who I mean, his defense isn't great, but he's had some unlucky knockouts. He seems focused. His back's up against the wall, and he's just a dog fighter. I don't know, man. I think Nate Landwehr money line at plus 310 it's just worth a sprinkle, just worth taking a small shot at as a dog. And then Nate Landwehr by KO, if you want to go a step further, plus 700. I just think it has some value. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe Klein just knocks him out, no problem. But I will use that to segue into my bet. So here's what I got for this week. And I did have some more money on Marquez, some straight bets on Marquez, and Marquez was part of some of these parlays. But altogether, I wagered 2.7 units to win 807.19 units. So, this is all dollars, $270 to win 807 and some change. 807. Jesus Christ, yeah, 807 and some change. This format I use is confusing myself. But anyway, this is how I like to bet. And there's risk reward to this strategy. Some people just like to do big straight bets on their best plays. Can't hate on that. I just like to try to create value. So I have 2.7 wagered, $270 wagered to win about $807. I like that. And on a week where everything goes well, that's what you get. I've had some really good weeks recently where, because I try to pick my spots, just 3 or 4 fights, and a couple props I like, mix and match those, and usually I'll just put like $10 on like some super extended parlays. But lately, I've been trying to get a little more scientific with it. So this is what I got. I got half a unit on Brandon Davis. I got that at a little bit better value, but I do just want to straight bet Brandon Davis. I think it has parlay value, which I did use, but I want to get a straight bet in on that. Then I put $25 on Nate Landwehr. Like, that's how much I think about that fight. Not even worth half a unit, just small little sprinkle to win even more than the Davis fight. Win $77, $25 bet on that. So I like that. I put 25 on Bruno Silva by KO. Probably gonna double that though, since now I don't have Marquez. And I do like that pick a little, like more I think about it. It's just the Marquez knockout prop was at like plus 210. It was such a gift. I was really excited for that one. But I guess I'll pivot to Bruno Silva by knockout. I do like that pick. And then I have $20 on Brandon Davis money line, Bruno Silva by KO, Carlos Felipe by points. That wins $356. And I initially had just 10 on that. And then I had Marquez knockout in there, and it paid out a lot more. But I just decided to double it. And that's the extended parlay I like this week. Nothing too crazy. Then I did half a unit on Brandon Davis and Lupe Godinez money line. I got that one in earlier in the week, but the values have fluctuated a little bit each way to where it's going to be about the same. Half a unit's going to win 130. And then I did a unit on Lupe Godinez and Arlovsky Felipe to go the distance to win $135. So what I like about this is, as you can see, there's not one fight that's just going to kill everything. The one that we have the most wagered on would be, or the one that can kill the most parlays would be if Brandon Davis loses, that kills 3 bets. And then if Lupe Godinez loses, that kills 2 bets with 1.5 units of the 2.7 I wagered tied up in them. So that would suck, but it's structured in a way that you hope, unless you have a terrible week, that you're walking away with at least a smaller loss. You're walking away with a big profit, or you're just walking away with something. It's not going to kill you either way. And then if you do get blown out, 2.7 units, I can afford to lose that. But it's up to you guys. It's like, I'm not saying that to be smug or anything. It's like everybody has different things that they want to bet, and it could be, you could bet all these bets, but it could be in $10, $5 increments for you, and that's totally cool. It's what you can stand to lose. There's always risks involved in betting, so yeah, that's the way I like to bet. And this is what I have. I'm gonna try to do this every week. Every week, you don't have to tail my picks. But also one other thing, I always like to have $200 on hand so that I can make adjustments over the course of the night. And I bet on sports a lot. I'm a blogger, so this is a nice, dependable side income for me. I put a lot of hours into the research, and UFC is what I'm best at. But I do make money during the week just betting on all kinds of other stuff, and I bet on golf too. So I always have like 200 on hand, and I'll adjust during the course of the night so that I don't go unprofitable, or at least the worst I've done in the past 2 weeks is break even, and I'm gonna knock wood because, one of these days I'm due for just an awful card betting wise. When you're betting on the UFC, puncher's chance with everything. You never know. But enough rambling. This is just some insight onto how I bet. You don't have to tell, but I just like to show that when I'm making a video, when I'm making a pick, if I lose, I'm losing with people. I'm not just gonna tell people to bet on something or tell people to pick something if I'm not actually putting some money forward. So, thanks for watching, guys. Share, subscribe, and take it easy.